Good morning, dear children. Welcome to another session of our English class, and today we are going to learn from English grammar. I believe that you all have your grammar book, that is Cornerstone, which we follow in our school. And from Cornerstone, please take out the topic that we are going to discuss today is kinds of sentences. Yes, it is there in your book. Please take it out. Now, the first thing that I want to discuss with you all is when we grow up, when we start to grow up and we start to speak, the first thing which we speak is maybe our parents, they want us to speak their name, means mom and dad, right? And when we start to speak, they want to educate us. How they educate us? The first thing they want us to learn is alphabet, right? They teach us some alphabets which are from A to Z, and we all know it. We have memorized it, and now we all know it very well. Now we all have learned in our growing stage that those alphabets, they join together beautifully and they make out some beautiful words. Now what are words? The words which we use to express our thoughts, emotions and feelings. So we know what are alphabets, we know what are words. Now what is a sentence? The main part of our topic today is sentence, right? So what is a sentence? We express our emotions and feelings through words, right? But this word, they don't seem to be enough to express everything whatever we feel. So to express it in a very detailed manner, we speak those words in a sentence. Now, so what is a sentence? When we combine two or three words, or more than that, a group of words, we can say, when we combine a group of words together, that makes a sentence. Yes, that makes a sentence. But the most important thing that you need to keep in your mind is that you have to arrange those words in a system, in a beautiful, or in a manner in which it will give out its meaning. Supposingly, I just organized word, whatever word I knew dog, I knew tree, and I just organized it together and I made a sentence. Now I'll read it to you according to your book. So it is written, dog under my is tree sitting up. Did it make any sense to you? Did you understand what I said? No, you did not. Why? Because I jumbled those words and I made a sentence which does not have any meaning. Now, again, I'll reorganize these words and I'll tell you what I have made, what this book says. My dog is sitting under a tree, right? So, before we organized words in a way which it did not have any meaning. So again we organized it again in a manner that it will create some meaning, and now yes, my dog is sitting under a tree has a meaning to it, right? Therefore a sentence is a group of words which makes sense, right? Now we know what are words, we know what is a sentence. Now about sentence, a sentence, it always begins with a capital letter. Always keep it in your mind, dear children. Whenever you start to write something, you begin with a capital letter. And again, the sentence, it ends either with a full stop, exclamation mark, or a question mark, right? Now, what is a sentence? How does it start? How does it end? You know that. Now, in a sentence, there are two things. First is a subject, and second is a predicate. Now, what is a subject and what is a predicate? Subject is that part of sentence which names the person or the thing which we are talking about in that particular sentence, right? And subject, it comes in the beginning of a sentence. So we know what is a subject. Next comes is predicate. Now what is predicate? It forms the latter part of the sentence. First thing, it forms the latter part of the sentence. Second thing, it tells us more, it gives us information about that person or that thing which subject has already named. Means in a sentence there is a subject and predicate. Subject names the person or a thing, and predicate tells us more about that person or that thing, right? So now till here we are clear everything. So next thing is that in a sentence there is always a verb. What is a verb? It is an action word, right? Yes. So in a sentence there is always a verb. Now where do we fit this verb? So there is a subject and there is a predicate. So verb is always a part of the predicate. Yes. So till here everything is clear. Now we'll come to our topic, kinds of sentences. How many kinds of sentences are there? You all are having your book? Yes. I know that you are answering me back. So there are 4 kinds of sentences. First is assertive sentence, second is imperative sentence, third is interrogative sentence, and fourth is exclamatory sentence. Now we'll discuss about the first thing, which is assertive sentence. Assertive sentence, it is also known as declarative sentence. Now assertive sentence, when I said that is also known as declarative sentence, so the first thing which I want to tell is declare. We have heard of this word declare, right? And what does it stand for? Means what is its meaning? Declare means to state something or to inform something, right? So assertive sentence or declarative sentence, it means when you are informing about something, you are speaking, means that sentence which you said just now when you informed something is an assertive sentence, right? So I'll give you some examples of it, but let me tell you one thing. When you are saying some assertive sentence, when you are informing something, you end it with a full stop. Assertive sentence, it always ends with a full stop. So some example of assertive sentences: I will go to school tomorrow. I'm informing to my parents or my friends, my family, anyone that I will go to school tomorrow. So that is an assertive sentence. Another example is I always speak the truth. I am informing, I am telling somebody that I don't lie, I always speak the truth. So what is it? It is an assertive sentence and you end it with a full stop. Very good. So now the next kind of sentence is imperative sentence. Now what is imperative sentence? When while speaking you make a request or you command or you advise something, that time that kind of sentence is known to be as imperative sentence, when you command, advise or request. Okay, now the next thing very important is this imperative sentence, it can also end with an exclamation mark, means it ends with a full stop, but it can also end with an exclamation mark. Now let me give you some examples of imperative sentence. First, please pass me the book. If I said please pass me the book, what am I doing? Am I requesting, am I commanding, or am I advising? Yes, I am requesting. Please pass me the book. So I made a request. It is an imperative sentence. Next, leave the room immediately. What did I say? Did I request you to leave the room? No. I said leave the room immediately. It means that I commanded you, right? So this is the second example of imperative sentence. Now third, you should leave early and reach the examination hall on time. Now what did I do? I gave you an advice that you should leave early and so that you can reach the examination hall on time. So these are some examples of imperative sentence. So out of 4 kinds of sentences, how many we discussed just now? Yes, 2. First is assertive sentence. What is it also known as? Very good, declarative sentence. Second is imperative sentence, which ends with a full stop but also ends with an exclamation mark. Very good. Now the third is interrogative sentences. Now interrogative sentence, what do you understand by the word, what do you mean by the word interrogation? Means queries. When you interrogate somebody, when you ask so many questions from someone, that time what you are doing, you're interrogating that particular person, right? So what is interrogative sentence? Interrogative sentences ask questions, they questions you, they question you. So now we all know that assertive sentence, it ends with a full stop. Imperative sentence ends with a full stop and also with an exclamation mark, right? So what do you think interrogative sentence can end with if it is asking a question? Yes, very good. It ends with a question mark. Now, for example, when will you return home? I am asking, I am interrogating. Yes, I questioned you. When will you return home? Question mark. So what does it stand for? Which kind of sentence it is? Yes, it is interrogative sentence, right? Now the fourth kind of sentence is exclamatory sentence. Now what is exclamatory sentence? exclamatory sentence, it expresses the strong or sudden feeling which is inside you. Now, every exclamatory sentence, it ends with an exclamation mark, right? Okay, so what is example? For example, what a beautiful rose. Now I am having a very strong feeling when I saw a rose. It was very beautiful and suddenly I exclaimed about it that wow, what a beautiful rose. Now, how the sentence will end? With which mark? Right, with an exclamation mark. Now, next example, oh, what a pity. Now, when I am pitying something, how will I express this? Oh, what a pity. Ends with an exclamation mark, right? So, you understood very clearly what is assertive sentence. It is also known as declarative sentence. What is imperative sentence? It either advises, commands, or it requests. Ends with full stop and sometimes with exclamation mark. Third, interrogative sentence. It questions you. So, in the end, what will be there? A question mark. Fourth is exclamatory sentence. So, exclamatory sentence, you exclaim something, some strong emotion inside you, and you exclaim it. So, what will be at the end? It will end with an exclamation mark. I believe that now you can differentiate between four different kind of sentence. If I give you some assignment or homework so that you can do, I believe that you can differentiate between what is assertive, what is imperative, what is declarative, and what is interrogative and what is exclamatory sentence, right? So some assignments will be given to you and I believe that you are learning well in your home. So if in any doubt, just contact us so that we can clarify your doubts. Until unless we meet again together with a very smiling face, as I always say, stay home and stay healthy.